Okay, hello. They should be able to hear you
Hello.
now.
Hello.
I
I was
need
telling the story about the Magic the Gathering players in IRL and how they almost hurt me
uh
throwing punches.
throwing
And I feel
punches.
like the Mahjong is kind of it's like the similar player base.
Okay, like you've just gotten traumatized by like a bad experience. Is that what this is? And like now you're like really afraid to go to any like gamer event. If
Yes,
so,
yes.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for your bad experience, but I promise you, it'll be fine in a Mahjong
I
tournament.
think it's because
Look,
I'm too good.
before you get hit, like thrown punches, I'm sure like there's gonna be someone that's gonna be like throwing tiles, but I've never heard of that either. I'm sure.
Is it like JoJo style, like throwing tiles but like flickering it, and then it's like a speed of light, so it actually pierces my body?
I think that guy would you know, that guy probably shouldn't be in a Mahjong tournament. That guy should probably be in jail. So
Maybe he doesn't know the strength of the flickering of his tile.
yeah. Oh, I did go to like I remember going to a Smash tournament once, and I remember like some guy losing to my friend, and he like threw his nunchuck.
no.
He was playing on the
Oh,
playing the
no.
Wii remote and nunchuck on Smash Brothers, and then he just like threw it at a TV, and it
Oh,
cracked. It
no.
cracked the TV.
Oh no.
Apparently, it was like the tournament organizer's friend too. So it was just like, what the fuck, bro?
See that's the thing that I'll be like, I'm forever never coming to this ever again.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you.
It's too scary, man. I can't. It's too much of like the violence.
But if you can get over that, you'll have the best weekend of your life. I promise you, being with
Was
people.
it really the best weekend of your life though?
No. It was fun though. It was up there. I gotta.
I'm sure there were point of time where you're like, I could be at home drinking cool lemonade and not stressed about what tile I need to draw and just relax. But here I am being stressed out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's fine. You're stressed out, but then you have the relief of like you get to tell a story to your friends, in break time and lunch. Walk around Manhattan. Compare scores.
What was the highlight?
Highlight in general for me? I don't know.
You're not making it very appealing.
My highlight was seeing Brew kick ass. Brew Orion. I don't know if you know her. She's a VTuber. Yeah, she plays Tekken too. So I was like cheering for my girl.
Wait, no, but you didn't do anything?
What?
Highlight of you.
I drank a few shots with Beef and Monica.
Wait, shots is like
soju.
like vodka.
It was mostly soju.
Soju.
We had the
soju
yogurt flavored
shot.
soju. Yeah. It was,
Oh yes.
yeah. I'm not very. I don't.
Wait, that's
handle,
not related to mahjong at all, though.
Yeah. I also got second like on day one. That was pretty
Okay.
good. I was having a really good day, and then I got fourth on day two, and then it was just hanging in there. But
It's starting to not very sound appealing.
it's fun. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm just really bad at telling the highlights. I wasn't prepared for this. I was prepared for the coaching. I wasn't prepared for the like selling Richinomi and the tournament scene for you. But yeah.
I definitely need some kind of like baby mode just to kind of test the water, and I think I would really have to be like in love with it in order to dive in for like 9 hours, 10 hours of mahjong in
Yeah.
a day, because
Totally.
I think I would hate it.
Yeah. It's not for everyone. I'm gonna say that it's not for everyone. But I think if you just treat it as like a social event, like half mahjong, half social event, where you're just hanging out with like cool mahjong people. You're hanging out with pros. You're hanging out with club leaders. Just people who have been playing online. This is their first tournament. It's a great time. So yeah, I mean we even like made friends with a few people just like completely new, just like off the cuff. I got to meet a few streamers that I've seen before, but never in person. Like Flock, and Brew. So that was a great time. And if you and Yusong or whoever shows up, it'll be even better, and we'll have a great time.
Do you think it's not related, but do you think Yusong is tall guy or short guy?
I remember I did meet him in real life briefly, but he was sitting down.
Okay.
So technically, I don't have a feel for his height, but I don't know. I think he gives. I think if I were to guess, I would be on the shorter side. Maybe like an inch or two below, maybe below average, maybe. Don't quote me on that. It's something personal.
Honestly, I also thought Yusong gave the short king vibe, but then he's actually quite tall.
Okay, he's actually tall. Okay, well there you go.
Yeah, he's like
looks could be deceiving.
Like 175 centimeter tall.
175.
I don't know what that is.
How much is that in freedom units?
I don't know. You have to look that up. But it's like 175 centimeter.
175.
175, 176, something along that line.
Okay, 175 in feet and inches. 14. Wait. Hold on.
See, even Google doesn't know.
175 centimeters in feet. 5.7 feet. What the fuck is inches? Okay. I hate Google. I'll just do the math. What's it in inches? Okay, it's about 69 inches. So
nice.
That's 5'9". Yeah, that's 5'9". Okay, so that's like average male height. Yeah, that's about that's about how tall I am. Yeah, as well. Yeah, I guess a height reveal, first time.
Oh dang!
Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah. 5'9".
I've been asking people, like, if you have to guess, do you think Yusong is a short guy or the tall guy? And everyone said short.
Not a single person was
no one said tall or average.
He's a little bit too anxious to be.
Like the personality defines
which is
the
not
height.
his fault. It's just the way it is. It's just. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I love slandering Yusong when he's not around.
But it would be even funnier if he was actually tall. If he was actually like 6'2", that would be even funnier if if people thought he was.
Why? Because it's like you're so tall and yet you play so timidly.
Yeah, like why not just step on the guy? Like,
Maybe it's like a gentle giant. Gentle giant.
Yeah. Gentle giant, afraid of the mice.
Exactly.
Step on
yeah, exactly. Afraid of Wanhan. Afraid of Wanhan,
Yeah.
Afraid of Ichinomi.
I think we should get started. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, hi Kate. I don't think I introduced you to my chat. Who's,
wait. Can I start on my end too?
You want to stream?
No. Like I gotta start my recording.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll count this down. 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone! So this is the new series that we're doing, Mahjongcoach.com, and today we have Rox. Hello, Rox.
Hello viewers. How you doing?
And what would you say your skill level is?
So, right now I am a Master 3 in Mahjong Soul, but really I say that I'm a Saint rank at heart. I really don't grind enough to like rank up as quickly. But I'm really confident in my analysis and my teaching ability, especially. I've been playing for about 5 years now, and I've been really studying the game ever since. I've like talked with a lot of different players about like different ideas. I'm always trying to come up with different moves and really dig into to the feel of the game. That's just my thing. So I would say
you're like-
as
oh,
a
yeah.
player, yeah, I could be above average, but in terms of like, if you give me an hour on a move, in that hour I will come up with better and better moves. I feel confident.
If you were to play 3-player Mahjong game against that Panda Spy and Irie, how do you feel? Do you think like, oh, I got this?
Yeah, I think I could play them. I don't think I would like,
They're not here. They cannot defend themselves, so you can actually
yeah,
just say.
I don't know if I would like.
Single-handedly, you'll just beat them.
No, I don't know if I would beat them like consistently. I think it would just be a fair fight. I think I could hold my own.
Fair fight. Okay.
Yeah, but really, I feel like my strength is as a teacher, as an educator. I have a lot of teaching experience. I've tutored for several years. I've taught in a classroom as a high school teacher and then a middle school teacher for like 2 years ish. And I taught math for a while. I taught algebra, high school algebra, which it feels like it's going hand in hand with like teaching mahjong. Just like mahjong is a lot about. It is a lot about the numbers, the probability you draw this and how many tiles you're waiting for in this situation. What is the percentage that this thing might deal in? Calculating your score. If I get a mom gun, am I going to win this? Am I going to get second? I'm going to get it first. Things like that. So really goes hand in hand. And, I'm all about just like trying to make those like complex, like, systems and rules just like as easy to understand as possible. Which, as a teacher, it's always hit or miss. Some students will get, some students won't. I always try to, get as many as possible. Work with those students that might be having trouble. So
of course.
I have a lot of practice here.
I have your PowerPoint open. I'm ready, teacher.
Okay.
I'm ready, teacher rocks.
So I made this PowerPoint with from the knowledge of the logs that are in a database. Do you know this? That there's a database for Mahjong Soul where you can just look up people's replays?
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to show you? I could just show you. Wait a minute. Wait, I put it on a different screen though. Give me 1 second. Whoops. Yeah, I could show you here. I looked it up here. This is Amai Koromo.
Okay.
Also, you could just type in Maj Soul stats, and I looked up your name and here are all your games that you played. And here's like all these like very specific
but then
stats.
I have two IDs.
You do?
I do.
Well, this is the one you played like a week ago.
Okay. So that's good. That's good.
That's the one. Yeah. So this is it's actually really nice because you could also find stats for like the past 100 matches, for example. Like certain time frames, you can like look up very specific strats of like, okay, like how many times do you get chased? Like, what's your percentage of getting chased? Like when you reach it, that's some pretty funny statistics. Yeah.
Wait,
like,
very cool.
Yeah. Or how much your hand is generally worth when you reach it. Yours is on the lower side, so that could be like a hint.
Look at the multi-sided Ricci. Look at that.
Multi-sided Ricci,
61%.
You're the bottom 5.27%.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So maybe that's something you could work on.
Well, that's really good though. I think that's really high. Multi-sided reach 61%. I think that's really good.
It could be better. I mean, we see that the mean and gold is 72%, even for like gold expert ones. So it could be even better than that. Maybe we're missing something. That's just something you could think about if you want to look it up. It's there's a lot of numbers there, so I don't really recommend like diving in and like confusing yourself. But if you're just curious, especially if someone like strong to help you, like kind of make sense of all the different percentages and numbers, that could help. But anyway, I use that to analyze your replays,
Okay.
your most recent replays, and I feel like I found the most fundamental mistake here was that you don't like the pair of the hand. This is the pair or the head of the hand is the most important part of the hand, and it's the easiest to complete, but if you don't have the head of the hand, that is the pair, the two identical tiles, life just becomes a lot harder as you move forward. So the thing about getting a pair is that as long as you have any tile from unfinished block, any tile from unfinished block, like even like a 1-2 or something, can become a pair, but it's 3 copies per tile, and that number shrinks as you move forward with the hand. You know, like Chitoy, right? Some pairs, where if you have your hand is already full of pairs, you're only waiting on like 3 more tiles, and it's 3 tiles per tile. It's like takes forever to get into Senpai, right? But if you have no pairs in your hand, it's actually pretty easy relatively to get a second pair or a third pair. So it's likely went early, but it gets really annoying really quickly when you get late into the hand. So we want to make sure that we get that. And also, just so you know, Tonki weight, that's the pair weight, that is the weakest weight in terms of tile acceptance. It's so because you already have one in your hand, so you're only waiting on 3 copies of tile, as opposed to a normal weight, like if you're waiting on like a 6-8 and you have a 7 in the middle, right? You're waiting on the 7. It's called a Kanshan. That is 4 tiles because there's 4 of every tile. Yeah. So you're always, in terms of the tile acceptance, in terms of the raw number of tiles, you're going to be weaker with a pair weight. There are other strengths to a pair weight, but generally we would call that like a bad tenpai. You'd much rather be waiting on a Ryanmen, like a 2-sided weight, like a 2-3 waiting on a 1 and 4, or you'd be rather waiting on a Shanpon, like that's having 2 pairs that can become a triplet. Like a pair of honor tiles and another pair of honor tiles, and they could both become your triplet. Is that making sense so far? Yep. So pairs suck. Having to need a pair sucks. So we generally want to make sure we get our pair early so we don't like run into tenpai issues. And also, even having 2 heads, 2 pairs, is generally is thought to be the most efficient way to build a Mahjong hand for reasons that I'm not really going to explain. That's a whole thing called 2-head theory. That could be a whole other lesson. But an exception is having 2 uncallable terminal or honor tiles. That's when having 2 pairs is just like whatever. But still, you'd rather have one of them. You still need 1 pair no matter what. So is this all making sense here? We like pairs. Pairs are important. So here is where you can find more of these pairs, is that when you have a complex shape like this, where you have like a pair with an extra tile, like this one, you want to, more often than not, fix it. Especially if it's not like a Ryanmen. If it's like a Penshan, this is the edge weight, 1-2-2, you cut the 1 like almost every time if that's your only pair, if you have other more decent tiles to hold on to. If it's like a 6-6-7, that's a Ryanmen, like it's a 2-sided weight, plus it's a pair. So maybe you could keep that depending on what your hand is. But you still might cut away the 7 and keep the pair if you draw better tiles. So it's just, think of like if you're stuck on what move to do and you only have 1 pair and there's a tile next to it, usually you just cut that tile and it's fine. So this is especially true if you need more blocks. So do you know what a block is?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, like 5-block theory. You know 5-block theory?
Yep.
Okay, so if you have, for example, 4 blocks, right, or 3 blocks or whatever, these extra tiles next to your pair are terrible for building other blocks because they're getting blocked by the pair. So you can't really do anything with that extra 1. If you draw 2 3s in a row, sure, but if you get like just 1 3, you have a 1-2-2-3 now, which isn't even a good shape. So you don't want to be holding on to these extra tiles next to your pairs if you want to build another block. Yeah, it'll always be worse. And then if you already have 5 strong blocks, if you have like completed sequences and Ryanmen all over in your hand, you don't need that tile next to your pair either. It's just redundant. And that is, if you only have one pair, that extra tile does almost nothing. It's a kind of a side grade if you get the sequence. Because if you trade away your pair for a sequence, now you need another pair anyway, and getting another pair again is annoying later in the hand. So you don't want to do that. Yep, that's what this is. Anyway, so here's the situation, right? 4 mon, and then 7, 8, 9 mon. That's the Manzu. For anyone who can't read the Manzu, we just drew another 7 mon. So 4, 7, 8, 9. And we're getting another 7. So can you count the blocks for me in this particular hand?
1, 3, 5. I guess there's one block of 7, 8. And then there's another one for like 1 with 1, 3, 5 be a block.
Yeah, 1, 3, 5 is a block, yes.
And then 4, 4 is a pair. And I guess 2, 4 could be a block. Then 7, 8, 9 is a block.
Okay, how many blocks was that?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, yes. We have 4 distinct blocks, yes. The 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 4, 1, 3, 5, and 7, 8. So we need a 5th block. We need 5 groups of tiles to make our Mahjong hand. So we need to prioritize making that extra 2 tile shape to eventually become our last sequence or last triplet or something. The 2-pin is going to be the least helpful tile here because it's next to a pair. If we draw a 3-pin, that's the best tile we can draw with the 2-pin. We get a 3-pin, we get a 2, 3, 4, 4. That's still worse. That's still worse than normal Ramen and normal 2-sided weight. Because if we have a normal 2, 3, it's waiting on 4 tiles on each side. It's waiting on 4 tiles of 1, 4 tiles of 4. Well, if we have a 2, 3, 4, 4, that 2, 3 is waiting on 4 tiles of 1, but only 2 tiles of 4 because we have the pair already in our hand. So it's a much worse shape, and if we get rid of our pair, again, it's going to be annoying to like get it later. So we would rather just hold on to our pair, not even bother with a 3, and just cut the 2, and then hopefully we get something next to the extra 7, or the 4, or the 7-pin. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yep.
Would you repeat that reasoning for me, just so I know that we're clear? Why are we cutting the 2-pin in this situation?
Because even if we were to draw 3-pin, the shape of the 2, 3, 4, 4 is not that good, and then the tile acceptance is only the 3-pin, which is 4 tiles of 3-pin. Whereas if we were to draw like 5 or 6 or 8, or even, I guess, well, yeah, it would be 5, 6, and 7-pin themselves would actually make the hand better. So the tile acceptance is much larger. Yeah.
It's a common mistake that people make when, they're just like, hey, intuitively you see a tile next to other tiles, you want to keep it. But in this case, like, the pair is like already set in our hand. So really the 2-pin is just kind of in the way. We just want to make sure we have tiles that are away from our pair instead. Good. Here's another situation, right? So again, why don't you count for me the blocks in this hand?
Okay, so one block will be 4, 5, and then the second block will be 7, 8, 9, and then the third one will be 5, 6 pin, and then the fourth will be 1, 3, 5. Wait, was I at 4 or was I at 5? Wait, I lost track.
Watch it. Okay, let me count with you. All right, 4, 5 is 1, right? And then what's the next one?
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9 in Manzu. Yeah.
And then 5, 6.
5, 6. Pin.
And then 1, 3, 5.
1, 3, 5.
And then 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9. So you did say 5, 6, but actually there's an extra 6 there, right? So the most important part of the hand is the head, the pair. If we don't have a pair here, it's going to be annoying to like get it because we might be waiting on a Tonki wait on like a 5 or something. That sucks. So here we only have one pair. Yes, we only see one pair. That's the 6-pin. So naturally, the most natural move from this position is to cut the 5-pin. Is to leave the 6-pin alone. If it's our only pair, we don't need anything next to it. We don't want it to become a sequence. We just need a pair. So The other things are useful. The 1, 3, 5 in this case is a useful shape. We can draw a 2, we can draw a 4, get a sequence. We could also draw a 3 or 6 mon for the 4, 5
But
mon
I have a
hand.
question.
Go ahead.
But what if you are trying to get to Sanshoku?
Okay, so if you... In this case, there is no Sanshoku, right? Is there? Do you think there's a Sanshoku here that you can?
Every
conceivably get?
time when I think there's no Sanshoku, every Mahjong player said you have to squint a lot to
Yeah,
get
you do
the
have to squint a lot.
Sanshoku.
Okay,
And if
so-
you squint it, then there's definitely a Sanshoku here.
So, Sanshoku is something that you go for if you don't have to sacrifice something. So if you can just hold on to an extra tile that can maybe give Sanshoku, like an extra 2 or something, that like, hey, I could get 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, if that doesn't hurt your acceptance, if that doesn't hurt the rest of your hand, then sure, you can keep it. Right now, though, if we don't cut this 5, we are losing at least 4 tiles of acceptance, because we're going to have to cut the 1 or the 5 so. And both of those are waiting on 4 tiles. They're waiting on a 2, and there's 4 copies of 2, or they're waiting on the 4, and there's 4 copies of 4. So that's a lot of acceptance, and we are also reducing the chance we get a useful Yaku in Pinfu. If we can finish the Sosu shape with a 2 for 1, 2, 3, or a 4 for 3, 4, 5, then we'll be able to reach you with a Pinfu and a Ryanmen weight, a 2-sided weight of with a 4, 5, waiting on 3 and 6. That would be an excellent position to be in, and we are going to be less likely to get that. And Sanshoku, meanwhile, Sanshoku is going to take a while to get. If we keep the 5, we cut the 1, okay, maybe we can get a 3-pin or something. Even then, okay, well now, actually that's impossible. You have to cut one of the 7, 8s, or 9s, right? Because Sanshoku is 3 sequences. So if you want 3 sequences to 3, 4, 5, you can only have one other sequences. You can only have one other sequence. So it's actually really impossible here, unless you are willing to cut the 7, 8, 9, which you should not do. You should not, don't do that. It's fine. Pinfu is fine. Pinfu, Richi, Sumo, get Ura, okay? And then that maybe you'll get him on
Yeah,
down.
Ura, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
let
not
me
that
just
it's
write
not
that
that
down.
unlikely. It's
Just
less
hit
it's
Ura.
more likely than you think. It's more likely than you think. It's actually around 30-ish%.
Why did I think that?
Yeah. That's more
Just
likely
get
than
Ura.
Sanshoku. Yeah. It's more likely than Sanshoku, believe it or not. Just get Ura. Who cares? Who cares about Sanshoku? That's just a unicorn in the sky, in the horizon. It's over the rainbow.
Next time
It's
I
in
will try
space.
that.
You're never gonna get
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Sanshoku, but you can get the
Yeah.
Ura. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't get Ura all this time because I wasn't thinking about just get the Ura forehead, you know what I mean?
For
But
sure,
now
yeah.
I'm thinking it, I'm just gonna get Ura.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, let's move on to this situation that I took from your game, from my I Spy machine. So this is a pretty, this is a relatively basic one. I just want to get your feel of this. What move would you make here? Turn 1.
Turn 1, south.
South would be incorrect, but there's a particular reason for that.
I don't know.
It's the Dora.
I don't know.
You see it now? It's the Dora. It's on the left. Top left.
Oh, it's the Dora tile.
Yeah. So we're not on Mahjong Soul, so it'd be shining. But hey, in real life, it wouldn't be shining.
Well, it is Mahjong Soul.
Yeah, and but in real life, it wouldn't be shining, and it's just good to know the Dora. The Dora might not be in your hand, but it's still useful to know what the Dora is. The Dora could be a 7, maybe you have an 8. You want to keep
I
that
guess
8.
in that case, then I will pick 1, so.
Yes, that's the 1 or 9. Good. I
Oh
think
my
you.
god,
I
that
think you.
flashback was scary.
Did I? It was a jump scare. Sorry.
It was a flashback.
I think the Google Slides is just for some reason not. Yeah, it has a flash of white. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, you discard your pair here. So, well, I feel like since you already said the answer, I don't need to tell you why that's wrong. But yeah, we know why that's even more wrong now. We want to keep our pair early, make sure we don't have to deal with it later. Okay, what do we do here?
Oh wait, this is a different game.
This is a different game, yeah. Different situation.
In this situation, I think, well, I think we should discard 9 pin.
9 pin. Okay. And what's your reasoning?
Because we don't have a pair, and one so is our pair.
Mm-hmm. That's it?
And also, if you squint, you could probably get Sanshoku.
If you squint, you could probably get Sanshoku. Okay, I like it. Have you considered, though, Tuso as the possibility as well? So you might have thought that this really connected shape is like, oh, it's a Ryanman, but like you also have some pretty decent weights here that could grow at some point. I don't think it's actually a bad move to like cut the 9 pin either. I was actually thinking of that move too. But just letting you know too, so just like completely blocking off the pair, just like, this is my pair, I got it. I have a sequence over there. Let's focus on the other sequence. That's totally okay. Just in this case, if you have a 2, 3, 4, 5, that's actually a pretty decent way to get another sequence that's like maybe a little bit stronger than a 5, 7, 9. So cutting the 9 pin is also a decent move. Yeah, I would say so. 5 pin also as well, because then you'd be waiting on 8 pin, although that's getting rid of some extra upgrade possibilities. You could potentially get a 4 for 4 or 5 and get a better weight.
Or you could get a red 5 pin.
True. But if you get a red 5 pin, you could just, hey, you still have your 7, so you could still use it. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, any of these moves are good. How about this situation? This is a funny one.
I think this one, can I not just get rid of a 9-man?
Okay, 9-man. Let's check the Dora. When the Dora is
the
9-man.
is not one.
Yeah, make sure you check the Dora. Don't move, kids, before you check the Dora. It's like checking both ways of the street, before you cross the road.
I guess then 8 pin.
8 pin? 8 pin is a good move. I will say that actually in this case, 6 or 9 is a little bit better. Just because they have redundant acceptance, it's better to only just keep one. So if you want to keep the Dora, you keep the Dora, you cut the 6-mon. If you don't want to keep the Dora, you can cut the Dora and keep the 6-mon. I think I like keeping the Dora. But I also, 8 pin is not a bad move either. 8 pin is not a bad move. It's just in this case, we want that extra pair. Because really, the 9 pin is our pair in this hand. We don't want our Souths to be the pair, right? You see that? Yeah, we want to pawn that. We want to have that be a triplet. And get, it would be a double South, a double non-pawn, since we are round and seat wind east South. So that'd be really strong. We just need another pair to activate that. So cutting the 9 pin is a big loss here. Cutting 8 pin, perfectly fine. Okay.
I have a question. What if this game was from one of the coaching session of the other people and they were telling me to get rid of 9 pin there? Would you then go into a fist fight with the panda spy?
I'm pretty sure I looked at least like at your game. When did you? That was a long time ago, right? The panda spy one. I don't think this was during that time. This was like last week. So
yeah, we did it. I think last week I only played one game by myself. I think.
Mm-hmm. I saw Irie's coaching session, and that was games that were before this. So I'm pretty sure this was just you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, but before Irie was Panda Spy though.
Yeah, before Irie was Panda Spy. So Panda Spy was even before that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are games that are very recent. These are your most recent games.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. And if they told you to cut the 9 pin, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, go back to gold room, bro. Yeah. But they're strong players. I'm sure they wouldn't tell you to do that. Don't worry.
Copium.
Anyway, so this leads us to the natural conclusion of if you only have one head, we're going to have an Iishanten that is going to look something like this, where we have 2 completed sets. We have a pair. I forgot to mark that one, but yeah, we have a pair, our head. We have our unfinished shapes. That's the 7-8 and the 3-4 so in this case. And we have some leftover floating tile. And that could be any tile, and it doesn't affect our hand. So it could be just a random honor tile, whatever. We're just going to discard it when we get into Senpai. So keep this in mind. Yeah, this is the most common Iishanten. You're going to have, like, most Iishantens are going to be like this. Oh, sorry. Iishanten is 1 away from Senpai. Yeah, in case you didn't know. And it's best with Beyond Men weights, of course. If we have 2 Beyond Men weights, we're going to be guaranteed to wait on our Beyond Men, a 2-sided weight in Senpai, and for the best winning percentage when we reach E. Very strong. But again, if there's only one head, if we only have one head, one pair, we don't need any tile next to it. It's redundant. Because we already have our pair, and we don't need to find another one necessarily. So let's not. So if your weights are already strong, or if it's like in a dangerous spot, like the second row of discards, like turn 7-ish, you definitely want to make sure that extra tile that you have, that floating tile, is the safest possible one. Not one that's going to be helpful to you, because you don't really need that help at that point. You'd rather have a safe tile that you could discard when you reach E, so usually some kind of like dead honor tile or whatever, or like a Suji terminal tile, something like that you believe is going to be safe.
Are we gonna learn? Is the next one? Are we gonna learn what happens with the 2 pair?
Yeah. You remember that one?
I'm waiting for the 2 pair.
Okay. Well, let's see first. Yeah, but if you, just so you know, also, if your weights are weak, the floating tile doesn't have to be like a safe tile. It could be an upgrade tile instead. It could be like a 6th block. So maybe you want to have your floating tile be a Dora, right? You're just like, hey, I would love to use the Dora. Maybe I can like build around it still. You still can. It's just like, keep in mind, it can be dangerous to do that. Like if it's not early in the game. If it's like second row of discards, that's when you should be thinking of like, if I have the Dora at this point, it's probably just going to stay in my hand and it's too dangerous to throw. Or like if I maybe get into Senpai, I should just throw the Dora. Yeah. Or something like that. Anyway, so here's the situation, right? This is a very classic situation of like, hey, I have a 4-pin next to my 3-3 pin. I'm going to keep that for a bit because it looks nice. But actually, right, count our heads, count our pairs. How many pairs do we have in this hand?
1.
1. We have 1 pair in our hand. That 4-pin, we don't need it. It is redundant. It is trash.
Isn't single west worse?
But we don't need the 4-pin. So the thing is, the 4-pin, right, is a dangerous tile. It is an extremely dangerous tile that doesn't actually help us much. If we get a 5-pin, okay, well now we just traded a pair for a sequence, and now we have to hopefully we get another pair soon. If we don't get another pair soon, we're going to be waiting on a pair in Tenpai. We're going to be destroying our guaranteed Beyond Men weight Tenpai with Pinfu for a pair weight with no Yaku. That sucks. Don't do that. It would be much more consistent. We just cut away the 4-pin, and we get to keep the West, which is useless to us. You're right. It's completely useless to us. However, that also means it's probably going to be useless to everyone else as well. It's if it's like a guest wind or something, right? There's only going to be
what if
one
there's
other
a
person.
Kagi on the table?
Well,
and he does tanki weight.
We'll get outplayed. I mean, there's nothing we could do about that. All right. So if you have a Kagi at your table, I mean, not even the gods can help you. I mean, let's be honest here. So let's focus on beating the common person, right? The goon. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So to beat the goon, you cut the 4-pin, and then you have the West, and then you reach E. And by cutting the West, when you get the 1/4 so or the 3/6 mon when you draw that.
Understood.
Yeah. Here's another situation, right? So this is a situation where we have a 1/3/3. Again, we have 1 pair, 1 head, and our weights this time are pretty bad. We only have 1-sided weights on both of them. They're both Kanchan. They're both middle tile weights. So in this case, we would rather keep the 6-pin if it's early. That way we could potentially try and build a better hand, and you might also recognize that there's a potential for 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku here. 6, 7, 8 in all different sequences. That'd be really nice. But if it's later in the hand, like turn 9, we should probably think of cutting the 6-pin and probably think of folding. The one pin,
Sakikiri.
Sakigiri, yeah. So the one pin is going to be a little bit safer, especially when we have 2 3 pins next to it. So we're kind of blocking it a little bit. It's going to be harder for other people to use the one pin. And the one pin is just much safer in general compared to a 6 pins. 4, 5s, and 6s are the most dangerous tiles in the game. You don't want to be holding onto those randomly. You want to have them serve a purpose. So if it's a little bit too late to be changing up your hand, let's just cut it and then hold our one pin instead. Yeah, makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, so let's review. When you only have one pair in your hand, one head, and you have a tile next to that head, what should you generally do with that extra tile? Should you keep it?
Cut it.
Cut it. Yes, cut it. And if we are in Iishanten, what should we keep instead of that extra tile?
Wait, is there a cheat sheet?
So for example, let's think about like the example from this page, right? The 4, 5,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, the middle one, right? 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9,
okay.
right? And the west. We cut the 4
Okay.
pin. All right?
Yeah.
So what does the west do for us? The west tile. Why are we keeping that one instead of keeping the 4 pin?
Because it's less dangerous.
Yes. So what we're looking for is a safe tile. The safest possible tile we can keep as our floating extra tile. Okay?
Yep.
So one more time, when we cut away our like extra tile or whatever from our pair, what other tiles should we keep instead when we are Iishanten?
The tile next to the pair?
No, we cut that. So what are we keeping instead of it? What should we...
Oh, safe tile.
Safe tile. Yes. We want the west. We want some dead honor tile, something that people aren't going to be waiting on. Yep, the safe tile. Good. All right, so here's some different scenarios. I want you to work through these yourself, okay? East 1,
one
south
time.
seat, turn 4, and the Dora. That's the 9 mon. It's not an 8 mon or whatever, or 1 mon. It's the Dora is just the 9 mon.
Okay.
What would you cut here?
Let's see. So we have 2, 3 mon sideway, 3, 4, 5. That's a complete run. 7, 8 sideway, 2, 3, 4 complete. 7, 8, 8. And Drew West will discard the 7 so.
Discard the 7 so and keep the west is correct. Yes, we want to keep the safe tile. Make sure we're ready for Ricci. Next, what do you think?
We got, okay, Dora is 9 mon again. And then situation is the same, except it's 2, 3, 4. So, and then the pair is 8, 8. So probably I will cut 3 so. Because it's more dangerous than 1 pin.
Good, yeah. And Ipeco is kind of cope, so I wouldn't recommend keeping extra 3 so just for Ipeco. Yeah, probably not gonna happen. All right, the last one for this page. You think?
Okay. Dora is 4 pin. We have 2, 3, 4, Ron 6, 8. That's a block. And 3, 3, 4 pin. 3, 4 so 6, 7, 8 so. I guess it's better to cut the Dora, I guess, depending on the turn.
It's turn 4.
Oh, it's the same turn. Turn 4! I think turn 4, I will definitely discard North.
I like your instinct. Correct. Yes. We are missing too much. The key here is there's a couple of reasons why we need to keep the Dora. One, well, our hand is pretty cheap. We don't have any like Akka or anything in our hand. So the Dora is one of our ways we can get some value in this hand. 2 is we have a bad shape in our hand. We have 6-8. So the other 2 hands had Ryanmen, had 2-sided weights. This one has a 1-sided weight, and when you have one 1-sided weight and one 2-sided weight, you're probably gonna finish the 2-sided weight first, right? And then wait on the 7 mon in Tenpai, and that sucks. You want to have like the better weight when you're in Tenpai. So it's very important to make sure that all of your weights are like equally good. And if you want to have strong weights to end with, you need to have strong weights in your whole hand. So the 4-pin maybe we can use to build more strong weights if we get a 5-pin or something. Yeah, and that would be really nice. And then
Or another 4-pin.
yeah, another 4-pin would be great. Yeah, and that would at least make the hand like callable.
And then hope for Uradora.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you could call, or you could like pawn like some idiot throwing a Dora and you pawn it, and then you have a Mongun. Yeah, that's also pretty good. That said, one more thing is that if you get 2-pin in this particular case, you could potentially get Sanshoku as well. And also just like
2, 3, 4.
yeah, and also just like in this case, if you have a bad weight, going without your head, without the pair, is not a bad idea because maybe you could turn your bad weight into your pair. If you get another 6-mon, another 8-mon, that could be your pair instead, and then now you could wait on your 3-4 so with a 2-5 so. Yeah. So overall, that would be my reasoning for this. Could you summarize some of that for me? Why are we cutting the 9th? Sorry, can you give me some reasons why we cut the north here?
Because it's turn 4 pretty early on, and our hand is pretty cheap, and our weight on 7-mon is pretty bad because it's a single tile weight, and we can turn around with pair with either drawing another 6 or 8-mon tile, and also if we were to draw another 4-pin, we could either pawn it and make our hand more expensive, and also chance of Sanshoku as well.
Yes. So there's a lot of different ways we can get value from this hand with this Dora, and there's not many ways we can get value if we don't keep the Dora. So turn 4, let's keep it, and maybe if it's like turn 9, we just fold. we still cut the north, but we just fold. Very sadly. Okay. Anyway, next we have the 2-head version of a normal Iishanten called Perfect or Kanzen Iishanten. This is when we have the 2 completed sequences and the 1 head. Well, except we have 2 more Ryanmen and then a second head in the Ryanmen. That's called a complex Ryanmen or Ryanmen pair. Maybe it has other names, but I like to call it complex Ryanmen. So in this case, we have a 2-2-pin. That's our first head. We have a 7-8. That's our Ryanmen. And then we have a 3-3-4. That's going to be our second Ryanmen, but it's a complex Ryanmen. It's also our second head. So if we have 2 heads, one of them can become a triplet and the other can become our pair. So that's when tiles next to our heads are actually strong. So this will give us guaranteed Tenpai, Ryanmen Tenpai, no matter what. Even if we get a triplet, if we get like an extra 2-pin, for example, we could just cut the 4-so, and then we have 7-8-pin left. That's waiting on 6 and 9. So we have a guaranteed 2-sided weight there in Tenpai. And generally, though, it's not always better. It's not always better than the floating Iishanten where you hold a safe tile. Sometimes holding a safe tile is better. Sometimes you don't need that extra acceptance. Generally, it's more dangerous to be holding on to an extra tile to use as your pair, especially if it's like a middle tile, like a 3 or 4, 5, 6 or something. It could get dangerous, especially the further you get into the game. But you do get more acceptance, and there are times when it is more viable, especially if you have Tanya. If you have a callable hand in general, having that extra pair means you could also pawn and then get into Senpai that way. So that increases your acceptance by a lot. So if you're okay with calling pawn, then maybe you want to keep a perfect Iishanten, keep that extra pair. But if you are going for a closed hand instead, like Pinfu, maybe it's better to cut away the extra tile and keep a safe tile instead. So this isn't necessarily, we call it perfect, as in like it's like perfect acceptance, but it's not perfect in terms of win rate or anything. It could still be worse than having a safe tile. But here's an example of this. So count the blocks and then count the number of heads you see in this hand for me.
Okay, so 3-4 is a block, 6-6-6 is a block, 3-3 is a head, so first head, and then floaty tile is 7-pin, and 3-4 is a block, 6, 7, 8 is a block. And there's a complex ramen with 3, 3, 4 so.
Yes. So we have
So that's a 5 block.
5 blocks and how many heads?
2.
2, yeah. So in this case, 5 blocks, 2 heads. If it's early on, and well, generally you just cut the 7 pin. 3 so is also like a relatively dangerous style. Anyway, they're both pretty equally dangerous. So it's fine to just cut the 7 pin and enjoy your stronger weights with the extra pair. So maybe pull into Senpai if you want to, or just draw that triplet. Yeah, that could be really good. So does that make sense so far?
Yep.
Let's test it out. So here's the situation. I want you to try and count the heads in this situation. If either you see 1 head, think about what we do with 1 head. If we have 2 heads, think about what we do with 2 heads instead. Go ahead.
There are 2 heads because it's 1, 2, 3 pin, and then I drew another pin of 3. And there is, so that it could be as 1, 2, 3 as a sequence, and then 3, 3 as a head, and then 4, 5 as a block. And then, so that's all in pin. And then we have 4, 5 mon, which is a block. And then we have 3, 3, 4 so, which is the complex form of the head.
Yes.
And 7, 8, which is the block.
Yes. So what are you discarding here?
I think for here, it's 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. I think I'll how about 4 so?
4 so, yeah. 4 so is a good move here. I think, yeah, we definitely want to keep that extra head. However, I think you misevaluated this slightly here because actually we only have 1 head. Now, if we look back at this hand, you said that you divided the pinsu into 1, 2, 3, then 3, 3, then 4, 5, right? So 3 different blocks in pinsu. However, it's perfectly fine. Just consider it 2 blocks here: 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5. Those are just 2 sequences. So if we add another 3 and try to make it 3 sequences, now it's like we need another like two more tiles to complete all those extra blocks, which is going to be a little bit slow. So it's actually faster just like hold on to the 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5, 6 as 2 sequences. That way, if we get 3 mon, 6 mon for the 4, 5, or the 6 or 9 so for the 7, 8, we can get tenpai.
Oh!
So this
you mean
is
Sanshoku. You mean Sanshoku. We want to keep the 4 so for the Sanshoku.
Yes, actually, yeah. So either the 3 pin or the 4 so would be much better than throwing away the 3 so. That's because the 3 pin is kind of like a fake pair. Because we have to like utilize the 4, 5, which is like we need another tile for that. We don't need that. But the difference, yeah, is Sanshoku. The difference is that we could get 5 so for Sanshoku. And then at that point, maybe it's fine. It's fine to, you know, like find an extra pair somewhere in 7 to 8, maybe. That'd be fine. Yeah. It would depend on the situation. But hopefully we would draw the 7 or 8 first, so we can make that our pair, and then still have the 3, 3, 4, and then get Sanshoku somewhere. Yeah. So this is a 1 pair hand. We want to cut the 4 or the 3 pin. Yep. So far so good.
Yep.
Okay. How about this situation?
We got 3, 4 block, 4, 4, 4 block, 6, 7, 8 block, 4, 4, 5, that's the complex, and then 8, 8, that's the head. And we drew 5 pin. And 5 pin, I guess accepting the 5 pin could create another head, which will be 4, 5, 6. And then waiting on another 6, 9 pin. But I think you said that will just slow down the hand, so probably discarding 8 pin.
Discarding 8 pin is correct. There you go. There you go. We're already learning. We're already getting better. So yeah, definitely keep that extra 4. We might want opponent. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe we draw and we get Tanyo. We could like it's gonna be really difficult to like maybe get a 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku if that's what you're aiming for. With keeping all the extra stuff. Yeah.
What do you mean? All the Mahjong players, they literally, out of thin air, they forged 3 tiles to make a Sanshoku.
Yeah, but it's not
so
worth.
I don't trust you.
The thing is, it's almost never worth giving up Shanten for. So if you cut away the Forso here, well, it's not giving away Shanten, it's giving away acceptance. However, also, it's just the Sanchoku is just way too far away. You need to get the 3-pin first. Okay, so you're waiting on that. You need to get the 3-pin somehow. After you get the 3-pin, you need to get the 3-pin first, like specifically first, and then wait on the other stuff. 3-4, the 3-4 mon that's like, okay, we could only get 3-4-5 Sanshoku, right? So we specifically need the 5 mon and then 3 so. If we get 6 so or 2 mon, it's dead. So we need to get those 2 specific tiles. It's a 50-50 chance per weight. So
that doesn't seem that far-fetched.
50-50 chance per weight is a 25% chance overall. Plus the chance
plus
you need to get the 3-pin. You need to get the 3-pin first, and then it's a 25% chance. Like
I think all the Mahjong players like, all right, I'm on.
No, stop it. Just take the acceptance. Just take the senpai, just pawn, all right? Just pawn like in senpai. It's fine.
Wait, but the last 2 lessons were squinting my eyes for Sanshoku. Now I have to unsquint my eyes.
Yes, this is the thing, right?
Undoing my lessons.
It's about context. Sanshoku is a great Yaku. I'm not gonna tell you not to go for Sanshoku all the time, but here we have something that's better than Sanshoku. We have Teppai. We get Teppai.
Nothing is better than Sanshoku.
Nothing is better.
You cannot say that.
This is a less than 25% chance to get Sanshoku. A less than 25% chance. The chance that we get 3-pin before the 2-5 mon and the 3-6 so is very, very low. It's like a 20% ish chance. So we can't. So if it's 20, then 25. Now it sounds like I'm making numbers, but it feels to me just like intuitively around like a 5% chance to get Sanshoku here. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like it.
I'm unsquinting my eyes for Sanshoku just for you.
Okay, yeah. If you have 100% chance of Sanshoku, you go for it. Okay. 50% chance of Sanshoku, it's pretty good. You could give up some acceptance for that. 25% chance or lower, that's when I'm like, maybe you could just get Riichi, Pinfu. No, I'm sure there's better
and
Yaku.
Uradora?
Yeah, and Uradora. Yeah,
Sumo,
Uradora.
What's the percentage battle
Riichi,
between the
Ippatsu,
Uradora
Sumo, Pinfu.
and the Sanshoku?
Yeah, Riichi, Sumo, Pinfu, Ippatsu, Uradora,
but now
manga.
Ippatsu's coming along too?
Yeah, Ippatsu, you get Ippatsu.
You're just making things up. The Mahjong players are just making things up. I think that's what
making things up. Ippatsu does happen, guys. You've gotten Ippatsu. We all know.
Too.
No, Ippatsu is more likely to happen than a Sanshoku for this hand. I swear to God. I swear to you. Okay, it's not that unlikely. Okay,
how come it has not
like a
happened to me?
7% chance. 8. I don't know. Like, it's not that unlikely. All right.
Opium. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I am foreheading the Ippatsu and Uradora and unsquinting my eyes for Sanshoku.
And I'm just saying, it doesn't have to happen. You don't have to have Ippatsu. It's still a good hand without it. I'm just saying, I'm just dreaming big for you. I'm just saying there's still a big dream for you left out there, even if you cut the 8-pin.
And then let's call for Khan for that 4-pin. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And then Rinshan. Now you're thinking. Yeah. Okay. So, actually, let's review that for a second. So when you only have one head, what is the difference between your thinking when you have one head versus when you have 2 heads? Like, how do you treat the tiles differently?
When you have one hand, you want to cut the tile that's next to the pair.
Yes.
Whereas for 2 pair, it is okay to have the complex shape.
Yes, for the extra acceptance. Is it, is it always good to have that extra acceptance? Is there some times when you maybe would consider not having that extra acceptance?
When the tile it is dangerous.
Yes. What's another situation where you might not want to have an extra tile next to your pair, even if you have 2 pairs?
I don't know.
So I'll give you a hint. In this case, it's actually pretty good. For a specific reason. If we have a 4-4-5 and an 8-8 so in this particular hand, that's very strong. And the reason is because It's Tanyao.
I don't know.
It's Tanyao.
Tanyao.
Because we can call it.
Tanyao?
We can call it. Yeah, we can pawn. So in a dangerous situation, we could still pawn to get into Tenpai. And maybe we want to do that.
Oh, I see.
If you don't want to do that, you could cut the Forso. Maybe you don't really care about the pawn. Maybe you don't want a one-on hand. That's totally fine. But in a situation where you think like pawn is okay, you want to keep that extra pair. Likewise, what's the opposite of that? Like if you have a hand that isn't able to call pawn, that is called a what?
Chi? What?
No,
I don't know.
Okay, so a hand that you can't call pawn or chi with, right? That
Oh,
is-
like no Tanyao?
well, it's a closed hand. Yeah, it's a closed hand. Don't worry, it's fine. You know this, all right? It's just like it's hard to bring up.
It's kind of vague. There are many answers that can be true.
I'm doing my best here, all right?
Okay.
But I feel like you're learning here. But yeah, so
Okay.
right, and if we can open our hands, that's when perfect Iishanten is good. Especially if your hand is already open, the perfect Iishanten is great because there's no downside to just calling pawn again. But if we want a closed hand, especially with Pinfu, that's the key thing. Pinfu especially hates having perfect Iishanten because Pinfu cannot use triplets. So if you get a triplet, that extra head, you got a triplet with it, but like you lose Pinfu. So you better be okay losing Pinfu. If you're not okay losing Pinfu, if Pinfu is your only Yaku, you shouldn't be holding on to an extra tile. Unless you're okay with Richinomi. Yeah, if you have a ton of Dora, then just, you could still keep that extra tile. It's fine. Losing Pinfu, who cares? We had Dora. But if you don't have much value, if Pinfu is all you got, then you need to discard that extra tile.
Understood.
Okay, so one more time. Name me a situation where you would rather cut away that extra tile from the extra pair, if you can.
If you want to be in Pinfu.
Yeah, if you want to be in Pinfu, yeah. Or generally just a closed hand. Yep. Pretty good. Okay, let's move on. This is the last kind of head thing, the Iishanten. Sorry, this is the last kind of Iishanten I'm going to talk about. There's actually one more. It's like headless, but we kind of already talked a little bit about that. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Have you ever heard of Kutsuki before? Kutsuki Iishanten?
I don't think so.
Okay, also known as Sticky Iishanten. This is when you have 3 completed sets, 1 pair, and 2 floating tiles. So you notice on the right, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 2, 3, 4 pin. So we have 3 completed 3 tile sets. And a pair. We still have our pair. We have our 8, 8, so. But now we have 2 floating tiles. So what does that do? Well, it means that if we draw any tile that's next to that tile, 2 tiles away from either of those floating tiles, we can make a new block that'll be our new weight for Tenpai. So for example, if we have that 4-so, right? If we draw a 2-so next to it, it sticks to that 4-so, and now we could wait on the 3-so in Tenpai. That's going to be our last block and going to be our final Tenpai weight. So we don't know what our weight is going to be, but it could be anything related to any of our floating tiles. Anything that sticks to one of our floating tiles. 1 or 2 tiles away. Yeah. Make sense?
Yep.
So this will just generally give you the widest acceptance for Iishanten, but generally you don't know what weight you're going to get. So for example, you could draw another 4-so. Now you have a Shanpon, you have a triplet weight. If you get a 5, you have a Ryanman weight, a 2-sided weight. That's pretty good. But sometimes you get like bad weights, like the 2-so, you get the 3-so, the Kanchan, or you get a 6-so and you have the 5-so Kanchan, the close weight. So sometimes you're waiting on 1 tile, sometimes you're waiting on 2. But you can make it a little bit better if you have generally like 4 tile connected shapes, like the Yonrenke, which is the 4 tile run, like 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you have a shape like that, or the Nakabukure, or the bulging shape, so that's like 6, 7, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 6, 7, right? You have a tile in the middle, extra tile in the middle. Those tiles, those shapes really help if you need that extra block in a Kutsuki or Sticky Iishanten. You have 3 completed sets. I just need 1 more block somewhere it'd be really nice if I could connect it with one of those extra big shapes. But yeah, usually, again, for this one, this is another one-head shape. One-head shapes, they really prefer generally not having anything next to that head. If you are relying on a floating tile, usually it's better if you have a floating tile away from the head. And the exception is if you have somewhere else you can make a pair. So if you have like a 6, 7, 7, you want to keep that extra 6. It's possible you can keep that extra 6 if you have another pair weight somewhere else, like a 2, 3, 4, 5 weighing on 2 and 5, or a 5, 5, 6, 7 weighing on 5, 8. That's a little bit more complicated concept, but it just a fun fact. Anyway, so here's the on the right, we see the 4 so and the 7 pin are our our unconnected tiles, our sticky tiles, right? So anything that connects to any of those tiles is going to be our tenpai. So can you like throw a number at me? Like, how many tiles do you think we're going to be waiting on to get into tenpai here? How many tiles do you think get us into tenpai? Oh my gosh. You want to guess?
Wait, I think, okay, so there would be 2 so, 3 so, 5 so, 6 so, and then 5 pin, 6 pin. Oh crap! I didn't include the pair themselves. No, I have
there's
to
a
count
lot. There's
again.
a lot. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's all the weights. All right, you were getting there. You were getting there. But yeah, so in total, 11 different kinds of titles, and I could just quickly calculate for that for you. It's going to be 19 per sticky tile. So that's 38, and then 2 more tiles for the 8 so. You could possibly get a triplet of 8 so and also get into tenpai. So it's 40. It's 40 tiles that gives into tenpai. 40 copies total. It's a pretty insane acceptance. If you just want a tenpai, if you have like already a bunch of Dora, like the 8 so is your Dora or something, then this is the kind of Iishanten you want. Just like get any tenpai and then call Rigi. Yeah, it's really strong. So make sure your sticky tiles are closer to the center and away from your pairs in order to get that extra acceptance. And do you want to guess? Do you want to just like throw a number out there, like for how many tiles you think this one's gonna be waiting on? The last one was waiting on 40 tiles. How many tiles do you think? Just guess. Just guess.
50.
50? 50? That's a pretty good guess. Let's see. So if we have Yon Renke, the 4 tile runs, it's kind of like having a floating 4 and a floating 7. Like you're having a floating tile on both ends, right? So if you consider like you can stick to any tile next to either of those tiles, you get something like this. you wait on pretty much any tile at that point. If you have a 4 and a 7 in your Yonrenke, your 4 tile sequence, then you're waiting on almost every tile in that suit, except one. So in this case, every tile except the 1 mon and every tile except the 9 pin, you can get another shape. For example, you get a 2, 4 and a 5, 6, 7. You can get a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 3-way weight.
Oh, it's like 78 tiles.
Let's count. Let's see.
Because of the pairs.
Okay, so there's 8 per, and then so that's 16, 17. 17 times 4 is 68, and then we subtract the tiles that we already have in our hand. Right? So 68 minus 4 is 64, and then minus 6 again, because we have a 9 pin, we have the 9 so, and then we have the 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 58, if my math is correct.
Oh, my guess was pretty close then.
Yeah, not so bad. 58 tiles. And a lot of those tiles are actually pretty good if we get those. We get a lot of Ryanmen here, potentially. We could get like the Sanmenshan, the 3-sided weight. If we get like a 2-pin or a 7-pin or something. We can maybe get Sanshoku, 4, 5, 6 Sanshoku. Like there's a lot of like tiles that give us Sanshoku here. So this is just like, if you have this situation, you're just like, oh, I just won, right? Well, maybe. Hopefully your weight is actually good once you actually get into senpai. But at least getting into Tenpai is not going to be the problem. The problem is after that. Once you're in Tenpai, you're not going to be waiting on 60 tiles, unfortunately. If only, right? Yeah, if only. So, yeah. Recap. All right, so if you have a one-head hand, right, and we have a sticky Iishanten, do I want floating tiles that are next to my pair or away from my pair?
Away from your pair.
Away from our pair, yeah. And what tiles do those sticky floating tiles wait on to make our last shape?
Like the neighboring?
Yeah, for
neighboring
example,
tiles?
yeah. Well, how many tiles away, like, can we expect that it could still stick?
Like, oh, like from the pairs?
So like if we have like a 4, right? Like, what are the tiles that connects to the 4?
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and that's anything that is 2 away or less. Two numbers away or less. Yeah. So like, 4 minus 2 is 2. So the 2 will connect to the 4. But also, yeah, the 4 connects with this stuff. Yeah. So yeah, anything that's 2 away from one of those sticky tiles will connect and we'll make our last shape. Good. You try to fix that head. Here's the last thing. All right. What are we going to do in this situation?
Okay, we have rod of 3, 4, 5, 7. I'm assuming being sticky, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we drew 8. So I think in this situation, drop 9. So.
Yes. And why?
Because you don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Wait. I can say it better.
Another reason?
Because it's next to the pair.
Okay. And what are we keeping instead that is better than the 9 so?
8 so. That's a pair. That's the
Okay,
head.
okay, yeah, but what about our floating tiles? Yeah, so the 9 so we could consider like an extra tile, like a floating tile, right? What are our other floating tiles that are better?
Oh,
than
7
the 9
mon?
so? 7 mon is one of them.
And then 3 and 6 pin.
3 and 6 pin, yeah. Identifying both of them is good. So now you could see that this floating, if we had the floating tiles for the sticky Iishanten, we cut the 9, we keep our pair, lock that in. Our acceptance is through the roof. We're waiting on so many tiles, and so many of them give us Pinfu, some of them give us Tanyao. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, so make sure you do that next time. You're already better than when you play this game. Master rank, here we come. All right, Jade Room, watch out. All right, we got a new sheriff in town. Kate Lovely Momo coming
New sheriff.
through. Yeah. You're gonna do great. Well, okay. So I actually have a few more exercises. This will be the last part of the lesson. What do you think?
Okay.
Turn 4.
So we have 2, 3, 4. Dora is 9 mon, and 7 is floating. 1, 2, 3 sequence. 8, 8 is the pair. We got 3 floater, 3 so float, and 6, 7, 8 being the sequence. And we drew 7 pin. In this case, drop 7 pin.
Yes. It's just like routine at this point. You got it. All right, next one.
2, 3, 4, 5. 4 tile block. 1, 2, 3 sequence. 5 pin. 8, 8 pair. 6, 7, 8 so, and then 7 so. In this case, I guess. Oh, but then the bulging is pretty good, you said. Drop 5 pin?
Drop 5 pin, yes. So do you know why the bulging shape is good?
Because it's like a double side weight.
Yeah. It's 2 Ryanmen. Yeah, it's a 6, 7 and a 7, 8. Yeah, like two size weights. Yeah. So that means anything that sticks that middle 7 is actually going to be guaranteed giving you a Ryanmen weight, unless you get another 7, then it's like, ew. But if you get a 9, right, you have a 7, 8, 9 with a 6, 7 left over, that's a 2-sided weight. If you get a 5, you have 5, 6, 7 with a 7, 8 left over, that's a 2-sided weight again. So no matter what you stick next to the 7, you're going to get a 2-sided weight. And not even the Yonrenke, not in the 4-tile shape, the 4-tile run can do that. The 4-tile run can still give you a Kanchan sometimes if you get a 7, right? A 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, waiting on 6. That's still not very good. But if you want consistency, if you want like better like Tenpai weights in general, having a bulging shape for your last block in sticky Iishanten especially is really nice. More Beyondmen, way more Beyondmen potential in Pinfu. Yep. Okay, so you wanna how about you repeat that for me? So why would we cut the 5-pin here and keep the 6, 7, 7, 8 shape in general? Why is that a good shape?
Because you can accept 2 of the double side weight, so 5. That gives you 5, 8, and 6, 9. So whereas 5-pin, the tile acceptance is much lower than that.
Well, actually, they're about the same. They're going to be weighing on the same amount of tiles. Actually, the 5-pin is going to be weighing on slightly more because 7. We already have a 6, 7, 8 in our hand, so it's actually less tile acceptance.
Oh.
Okay, so what could be the reason then? Why don't we keep the 6, 7, 7, 8 again?
What?
Okay, let me remind you. All right, so 6, 7, 7, 8, the bulging shape, the Nakabukure. No, if you stick anything next to it, it gives you a Ryanmen always. The 5-pin does not do that. If you stick a 3-pin next to your 5-pin, you get a 4-pin weight. You get a one-sided weight. You can stick a 7-pin next to your 5-pin, you get another one-sided weight. You get a 6-pin. So you only have 2 possible tiles that give you a 2-sided weight, or Ryanmen weight, for the 5-pin. That's the 4-pin and the 6-pin. You get a 4-5 or 5-6. Those are the good ones. That's only 2 of them. However, anything that sticks the 7, 6, 7, 7, 8 on either side is going to be a Ryanmen. If you get a 5, a 6, an 8, or a 9, any of those tiles will give you a Ryanmen. Will give you a 2-sided weight. And then you can call Rishi with Pinfu, yeah. So, repeat that back to me. Why are we keeping the 6, 7, 7, 8 again? What makes it good?
Because any tile that we accept for that bulging shape gives the double side weight.
Yes.
Whereas 5-pin, only the side tiles will give you the side weight. So if you were to get 3 or 7-pin, then you're waiting on the closed weight.
All right. Very good. You got it. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Just remember these kinds of shapes, and these are the good shapes for sticky Iishanten. Last one.
2, 3, and 6 mon. 2, 2 pair. We drew 3 pins, so it's 3, 4, 5. Then we have 3, 3 pair, 4. Then 6, 7, 8, so the cut 4 so.
Cut 4 so, huh? So what kind of Iishanten do you think this is?
But if I squint my eyes, it's Sanshoku.
What Sashoku are you looking at?
What? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. Then you have to keep the 4 so, right? You cut the 3 so.
I know. That's why.
Oh, you cutting the 3 so? Wrong.
That's why I'm conflicted here.
Yeah. The Sanshoku. There is no 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. Okay. There's no 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku. It's a myth. You're not gonna draw it. Okay.
What? What the hell?
This is the same thing. You have to draw another 2-pin. And then you have to draw the 2-so and the 4-mon specifically, like in that order. It's not gonna happen, all right? Sanshoku is like, that's like I'm gonna win the lottery. I mean, sure, pal. I mean, go ahead, dude. Just go ahead and try and waste your money, or you can just like pick up the money that's like dropped in front of you. All right, let's just do that instead. It's a $20 bill. Let's just grab it. All right, so.
But now Sanshoku is mythical creature now.
For this hand, yes. For this hand, there is no Sanshoku, okay? Like, maybe if you get a 5-mon. Honestly, if you get a 5-mon, then it's possible. You keep a 5-mon. But, like, 2, 3, 4 Sanshoku? That's, like, never happening. That's, like, almost never happening. I mean, sure, yeah. If you get another 2-pin, then you can think about it, sure. Yeah. But even then, well, I'd rather have Tenpai. I think I'd rather have Tanyo Senpai.
So drop 4 so?
No.
No.
So count the heads. That's the most important part. Count the heads. How many heads do we have?
Oh, we have 2 heads.
We have 2 heads. Yes.
So the complex is okay.
Yes.
So 334 is okay. So then we're dropping 6 months.
Yes. That way, when we get the 2-pin, we could just reach you. We don't even have to wait for Sanchoku or whatever. We can just reach you. And then maybe we get Pinfu. I mean, it's not Pinfu, but maybe we get Tanyo. Maybe we get, Tsumo, Ipatsu, or, like, Tanya, Mangan. Maybe. We don't need Sanchoku. Who needs Sanchoku? Just, like, get Ipatsu and Ura, okay? Like, that's gonna be the theme here, right? Who cares? Who cares about Sanchoku? 5% Sanchoku? How about 7% chance to Ipatsu? Yeah, there we go.
is that even real math?
I don't know. Hold on. I have the numbers. Hold on. I got it. Okay, so what's your chance of Ipatsu rate? Wait a minute, that's way bigger than... Wait, that's 20%. That's huge. Damn. Yeah, I knew Ipatsu was a big deal.
Where's the Sanchoku? Where's the Sanchoku percentage?
The Sanchoku percentage? Well, for that hand, for that hand, it was like, it's gonna be low. Okay, it's gonna be really low. You're just not gonna get it, and especially...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just trust me, okay? Just trust me, all right? It's just not worth it. Yeah.
I will unsquint my Sanchoku.
Yeah. I mean, if you get a 5-mon though, then Sanchoku is maybe real. Yeah, Sanchoku is maybe real if you get a 5-mon. Yep. All right. Well, that's the end of my presentation. What do you think?
Yay! It was really good. Yeah. It was really fun.
All right. Thank you.
Interactive mahjong lesson.
Yeah. I love making sure that my students are always, the gears are always cranking. They're always thinking about stuff and applying new concepts. I think you did that well too. That took a while though. I don't know if we have any time for anything else.
Yeah, I think if we were to play South game, I'm not going to bed tonight. That's gonna be...
yeah.
That's the unfortunate part. It was very interactive, so I think without having the game being played is okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I honestly really liked it because it's almost like drill.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was doing Kumon. Like, hey, this is that, this is this, and then you introduced a rule, and then I just have to do Kumon. Like,
what's Kumon?
What? You don't know Kumon?
Is that like an app?
You say you were a math teacher. You don't know Kumon?
Kumon? Is that like some abbreviation I don't realize? Like,
wait, no. Are you yanking my pistol?
No, I don't. What? No. I don't know what Kumon is. This is a
oh my
Canadian
god.
thing?
Wait, no, it's international stuff, dude. They have Kumon in America. They have Kumon in like Japan, Korea, China, Canada. No, it's basically it's like a drill, like worksheet, like take home worksheet kind of thing.
Kumon.
It's literally like so big.
Okay, it's a company. And
yeah, it's just like a drill. Like they basically introduce you a concept and then they give you a worksheet and you just do the drill for the whole week. And then like after a week they introduce you another
and is this
idea.
Is this something that teachers regularly give, or like your teachers use this? Or did you use
Kumon?
this?
No, like you have to, it's like after school thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But like people do it in Korea, Japan, China, America, Canada, and I'm sure in Europe as well.
Okay.
It's very popular.
All right. Well, maybe I was missing out my entire life. Maybe I was just
that's so crazy. Wait, how did you not know Kumon? Like my nieces, they do Kumon and they live in America. And...
I don't know, man. I guess it just wasn't a thing in New York. I don't know.
I bet they have Kumon in New York.
No one told me about Kumon, all right? None of my colleagues use Kumon.
This is so scary. It's like you're telling me what is McDonald's. No, like I'm getting like goosebumps right now. It's like, are you human? Wait, hold on. Am I talking to? Are you spy?
Did I walk into the wrong universe? Did I cross dimensions? Where
I think you're a spy. Are you Russian spy?
Like, Kumon, what's Kumon?
I think you got caught on camera, dude. How do you not know Kumon?
I don't know what to tell you. I use
Wait,
other
this
stuff.
is so spooky. I think you're alien.
No.
I don't think you're human.
I could vouch for my humanness. I have other people that could vouch for my, human, 5'9", ish. stature.
What's your human trait?
I eat. I think.
I bet aliens
I
eat
am.
too.
Yeah, I'm sure they eat too. I breathe oxygen. They probably don't.
I bet
breathe
aliens
oxygen.
breathe oxygen too.
Are you sure? Maybe they're drinking. Maybe
I'm
they're
pretty
like,
sure.
slurping
Are
on
you
nitrogen
green?
or something.
Are you green?
Green?
Yeah. Is your skin color green?
I'm looking at my skin right now. I mean, maybe at night.
Are you going to
like,
be
it's
da da
kinda
do ba do da 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 dee da da da?
I'm not blue. Well, at least like I got like some blue wires in me. But I'm sure you got blue wires in you too, right? That's just a human
I don't
thing.
think
Very
so.
human.
I'm starting to think that you're an alien.
I'm telling you, all right. I'm telling you. What would it take for me to convince you? I mean,
I don't know. I don't
You
think
think aliens play
nothing can convince
Mahjong?
me.
You think aliens
I
play
bet,
Mahjong?
I bet.
Did aliens invent Mahjong like they invented the pyramids? Like
Maybe the aliens were like they were bored with like some they're learning Mahjong to learn human culturalism.
Sure, yeah.
Holy
That's
cow,
what it is.
It all makes sense.
Okay. Well, I hope this alien gave you a great lesson. I'm glad.
Doesn't that Pokemon evolve into UFO?
No.
Oh my god. Yes.
No, I don't
Yes.
think Magnezone is a UFO.
Yeah, you evolve into UFO, bro.
He's just a big guy.
You are alien, bro.
He's just a big magnet man.
That's crazy.
You think? Oh
my
man,
God, the
I
lines
think this
are
is
connected.
discrimination. I don't know. I think you're. I think do you want to say something?
This
You want
guy,
to...
I think, is it okay to discriminate aliens? I think it's okay.
You're discriminating against magnet people. This is what
Magnet
you're doing.
people are aliens.
No, they're not. No. I was homegrown.
alien?
I was homegrown
There's
in
a
the
human that's
Kanto
not
region.
magnets. Human that's magnet. I don't know about that one. You heard it, folks. I first person to interact with alien on Earth.
Okay. Well, there's nothing I could get convinced her, but chat. You gotta believe me though. You gotta believe me. I am real. I'm flesh and blood, and I love Mahjong. You should play Mahjong too. You
That's
definitely won't
exactly
get abducted.
what Alien was saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, should we wrap up then?
Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Rocks. Please
Yeah.
don't abduct me into your planet.
You should come to Richinomi next year, so I don't have to.
Uh-oh.
You should come to New York.
Uh-oh.
It's great over here. Yeah, it'll be
Uh-oh.
fun.
I will stay away from that place. I am worried, to say the least.
We're friendly human beings that eat food and drink H2O.
Oh.
Okay.
Ruh-ow.
Anyway. Well, I think the viewers enjoyed on my side too. Thank you so much for allowing me to coach you, and it was a lot of fun making this lesson.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much.
May I plug something too?
Oh yeah. Please do. Please do.
Yeah. I also, Irene might have said before that she has a Medify. I'm on Medify too. I'm on Medify. It's Rocks-R. You could find me somewhere in the Mahjong Soul section. So if you just look up Mahjong Soul coaches, I'm probably up there somewhere. I've coached a bunch of people on Medify in the past year or so, and they've all had great results. And some of them went into as strong as me to Master 3 and beyond. So maybe you can too if you want to book a session on my Medify. But you could also just find me on YouTube and just hang out and chat, and you'll probably learn something too. At Rocks _R.
What's your YouTube channel?
It's at Rocks_R. Yeah. So
do you only stream on YouTube?
I'm
or
also on Twitch. Yeah, Rocks_R on Twitch as well. And you can follow me on Twitter, I guess. Rocks_Robst. That's ROBSTAH. It's not actually my name. It's just a joke. So
Like alien name.
no, it's
Alien
not. No,
planet
what is
name.
it's like it's a pun on lobster. It's a earth animal.
Mm.
Yeah, you've
Alien,
probably eaten
I think
them
lobster
before.
does look very alienish.
Okay, well, we could both agree on that. I can't argue. All right. But yeah, also anyone watching on my channel, make sure to follow Kate Lovely Momo on YouTube and Lovely Momo on Twitch. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep.
make sure you give Rox a follow, and maybe you will be one of the few first to interact with Alien as well.
You really need to stop this. They're gonna get confused. My viewers, no, I have a reputation to keep it alive
Your
here.
reputation as human or
Yeah,
reputation as an alien?
we should just stop. All right. It's over. Goodbye, everyone. My human life is over. Goodbye.
Thank you, Rox.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
You too, Kate.